Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today, we're going to unbox some games.
So the first one we're unboxing today is the expansion to Wingspan, and it's the European expansion.
One of the biggest difference between Wingspan and the expansion is the color difference. As you can tell, the expansion, they went with a very bright purple as opposed to the blue that was in the original. It definitely adds a nice change in pace. It's a very nice purple, very good contrast.
One of the other things to note is that there is a small difference in the height of the game. It's hard to tell from this angle, but if it is almost about the width of a finger. You can see here, it's not a huge difference.
But it is a difference.
But when you're stacking it on your shelf, that might be something to think about. So when we flip it over to see what this expansion has to offer, okay, let's open it up and see what's inside.
Alright, let's have a look at some of the bonus cards. For each column that contains birds with 3 different power colors, example, brown, white, pink, or teal. Birds with no power count as white. That's definitely interesting. This must be a change in the new version.
I think teal is a new color, because there was only white, pink, brown, I think, before. There was no teal. So teal is a new ability. That must be where they're talking about increased interaction between players.
Let's have a look at one of the teal cards. This top bird is the Eurasian magpie. This new teal ability says round end. Choose one other player. For each action cube on their grasslands, cache one of any resource from the supply on any of your birds. That's quite interesting. You can definitely do a lot of combo with existing birds with this one. It seems like the new teal is a round end, because that's what they all look like. It's amazing how every single card is a different bird.
The one thing to note is this is the score pad for the base game, and this is the scorecard for the expansion. The expansion one has a nice purple color to it, as opposed to the original, which is all white. It does make the words a little bit more difficult to read, as opposed to the all black version, which is a little bit more contrast, a little bit easier to read. The original one does not have an Automa point system. It just has the regular scoring on both sides of the paper, as opposed to the new expansion, which has the multiplayer and then the solo with Automa scoring.
Unless you're playing with Automa, you'll want to remove these 2 bonus cards. You know they're Automa bonus cards because of this symbol at the top left. You also want to make sure to remove these 2 end of round scoring cards. They're only to be used with Automa.
So these bonus tiles here that come with the expansion, there are 5 of them, and they're double-sided, which is really nice. And you can tell they come with the expansion because of the little symbol EE for European expansion.
It's definitely worth giving this rulebook a read. There is a few setup change, but nothing major. It tells us to use the green side of the goal mat with the expansion because some of the goals don't work well with the blue side. So that's a really important note.
The green side is a little bit more aggressive when you're playing with other people. You're competing for points based on first place, second place, third place, and no place. Whereas the blue side is based on how many birds you individually have. So it's a little bit different mechanically. So it's interesting that it asks us to use the green side specifically with this expansion.
It probably means that there's more cards that actually affect other players, which means there might be more player-on-player actions in this expansion, which is definitely nice because it keeps the game entertaining. One nice part about the rulebook is there's several pages dedicated to all of the powers. So if you have any questions about specific powers, just look in the rulebook. They're always great. It's the same with the original one. Like, they're all explained very well. Do you want to see if it fits in the main box?
Yeah, let's see how well these would fit with the original. So we've done some organizing of each of the components. So our resources are organized by bags. You can see we have baggies here that we've divided them into. So let's try and see how well they fit with the original. And there you have it, the European expansion to Wingspan.
It definitely seems like a good game. The original was amazing. It's one of my favorite games. So I can't wait to get this on the table. I think we're hopefully going to do a watch it played.
So check us out next time when you get a chance to see us play Wingspan.
European expansion. Wham!